first of all, yun nga, kilig na kilig nga yung press, nakita, parang ano
It
to,
was so
para tong
sweet.
Avengers ng Philippine,
Oh my
theater
gosh,
group,
that's
diba?
hilarious. It's hilarious to
Right.
think of it that way na gano'n ang tingin sa amin ng mga members of the press, that everybody has been so excited and giddy. Like the energy was very giddy.
Yes. Oo. No,
Yeah.
pero totoo kasi talagang, sabi mo nga kanina, sana hindi nyo binasa bago kayo pumunta rito. Pero alam namin Can you help it? That we're all so proud of everybody. You, of course, for us, is like the beacon, taking the lead. How do you feel about, finally going back and doing theater musical here in the Philippines? 6 years ba, tama?
It's been a minute. It's been, yes, 6 years. The last musical I did in Manila was Sweeney Todd, another Sondheim show
yun
in
nga.
2019 for Atlantis. It was the final production in Atlantis Theatrical's 20th season. And it was so, I just have really good memories of having done that show. And then Bobby founded, along with Clint Ramos and Chris Monani, this brand new company called TGA.
Oh.
And the mission statement naman of this company is a little bit different, where we get to put together Filipino talent from abroad and Filipino talent that is homegrown, put them together and see what happens. I actually am part of both worlds
Yun nga,
because I
yeah.
am both homegrown and I'm also a New York-based actor that does a lot of Broadway shows. So I am the physical embodiment of that project. I guess we can say that. And so for me to be able to be in a project that brings together both these actors from both of these groups, it's like, yes, absolutely, because there is so much that one can learn from the other,
So,
and vice versa.
What have you learned?
Do not ignore your instincts. Do not ignore your intuition, because a lot of the homegrown folks have that. But also increase your skill set. The stuff that you learn from teachers and coaches, the stuff that you go to the 4-year college and get the BFA degree for. I mean, don't ignore that. Don't ignore the skills that you learn, because those will ultimately aid you in how efficient you are as an actor.
Parang wala kang off-season Miss Leia. Pero ikaw ba, sa normal na araw, paano ba? Do you still study? Do you still sharpen your skills?
You kind of have to. I try to, like, the last show that I was in was Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends,
Yes.
where I got to sing so much Sondheim in one production. And I got to headline the show with Bernadette Peters, who is the original witch on Broadway. She is somebody who's done so many Sondheim shows. So watching how she navigates these songs is a masterclass in acting and intention, and being able to witness her do that every day, and for her to be as low key and chill out but really smart about how to navigate a song, and no 2 days of her interpretation in the show was ever the same.
Wow.
So it was fun to watch that just because you aim for consistency, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden you no longer have the room, the wiggle room to try something a little different on another night.
Oh, wow.
So the only rule of the game was to follow her.
Grabe.
And follow her, whatever she did, for the musicians to follow her and to really be attuned to what her intentions were. And then, yeah. And it was just such a masterclass in acting and singing this kind of material.
Wow, we're so excited for this one as well, because sinabi mo nga, coming from that show, now you're gonna do this. This is also not an easy piece, right?
No.
Not at all.
No, it's not an easy piece, and it's challenging, but it's helpful when you have a director who knows what she's doing. It's helpful when you have actors who also know what they're doing. And so we all got so much guidance. I had the most unfair head start because I was in a Sondheim show on Broadway for so many months before coming here. So like patterns are in my head. I know what the sound is. I sang Children Will Listen for the last, I don't know how many months.
Grabe.
Since March.
So you're breathing it
So
right at
I'm
this
breathing.
point.
I've been breathing that song since March of
I love
2025. Maybe even 2023 because I did the show in London first. So I have all this music of Sondheim in my head, and I'm so glad that I actually get to be in a production of something that he did.
Pero may iba ba na you're doing it here in the Philippines? Like,
I guess it's different because then the sensibility perhaps is much more familiar to me. And I think I was texting Clint Ramos, who's our artistic director, and telling him, nako, hindi ko naalala na ganito pala ka-tearjerker itong show na to. Hindi ko naman akalain na ganito pala. And I
Mas
think
pinasukan nyo raw ng Filipino, ano pa?
there are elements that are
Oo.
Filipino, but the music is not changed. The orchestrations are unchanged, but they are placed. But all of it is placed on our bodies as Filipinos. The design elements, people will recognize so much of it. A lot of our legends, a lot of our
Grabe.
folklore, a lot of our systems of writing. You'll see it, and they don't necessarily change the story per se, but seeing something that you know belongs to you, it does something. It does something to you. It doesn't feel foreign. It doesn't feel na napakalayo. So ang feeling mo bigla na I can relate to this before any of the music even starts. And it brings into the forefront our storytelling tradition. It
Grabe.
brings in our myths and folklore. And